Hello guys, it's Raw Outdoors, back at you again, but we're inside. Well, I've been sick for like 2 days, it hasn't been good, haven't even gone to work, which is not typical of me, but I'm feeling a little bit better, which means I gotta get something done, because I hate to sit around. So what we're gonna do today is, well, look at this mess, look at this mess. You guys know I'm starting up this channel to show you guys the outdoorsy kind of stuff that we do, as well as everything me and my buddies do. The handy stuff, the fun stuff, the hunting, the fishing. But today, we gotta clean. So, this is my extra bedroom. I was letting my buddy stay here for a while, and he's no longer staying with me. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna get this place cleaned up. And we're gonna try to turn it into a studio type thing for me to maybe film some intros, outros, edit videos, all the good jazz that you guys don't see. We're gonna do it. So when I get back to you guys, a lot of this junk is gonna be gone. And just like that. No, in reality, it took me like 30 minutes to get this all cleaned up. Even vacuumed it. My fiance will be amazed to find out that I know how to use a vacuum. But I got as much stuff out of here as I could. Some of this is mine, some of this is like the chair and stuff, still Austin's, but he'll come and get it eventually. So, oh, and there's Echo. She's happy to see all y'all. Now, to make my fiance even happier, I'm gonna declutter a bunch of my stuff that's been floating around the house for way too long. She likes what I do. She doesn't like guns floating around the house. She does not like fishing rods all over the place. She does not like bows all over the place. I got yelled at a while back because the tree stand sat in my living room for like 3 weeks. So, now I'm gonna start to, I don't know what the word is. Well, actually, no, I do. I'm going to start cluttering this room with my stuff. Alrighty, guys. I've already started to get a bunch of stuff in here. A lot more than I really realized I had just laying around the house. So, what's next is I've got to hang a wall mount for this television that I'm going to use kind of as my monitor. I figured that might be something you guys be interested in seeing. Some of you guys might know how to do it. So, let me show you what is up. So, I want the wall mount to go somewhere in this general vicinity. As some of you may know or don't know, pretty much the only difficult part about hanging a wall mount is knowing where to hang it. If you just hang it straight into plaster or drywall, depending on what your case is, chances are it's going to fall off. It's not very secure. So what you got to do is find a stud. That's the 2x4 that's behind the wall. So, there's two ways to set up houses and frame places. Typically in a residential house, every single stud you're going to see is going to be 16 inches on center. You're always going to have a stud in the corner. So that means right about 16 right there should be a stud. Well, 16 inches from the center of there to the center of the next stud is the next stud. And then so on and so forth. So I want it to be about here. So 16 times 3 gets you to about 48 inches. So I need to measure from 48 inches off the corner of that wall over to here so I know where to drill the holes for the mount. Now let me get that measured up and I'll mark it for you and I'll show you. Alright, I got it marked. I just went ahead and marked 3 lines just or 3 dots, so I kind of had a plane as to where this is going to go. This TV mount has 3 holes. I'm probably not going to drill all 3, because I don't really need to. This TV mount's rated for like 85 pounds. This little TV I've got here is not much. So I'm going to start drilling and I'll see if I can find a way to set the camera up to give you an idea. We're going to improvise here, guys. I didn't have any washers for these screws, which are more than overkill enough to hang this wall mount. So, typical redneck fashion, I did have some nuts that worked big enough for the washers. So we're going to give that a shot. Now, everybody's going to tell you there's a million and 10 ways to do this. You get laser levels out, get a regular level, do whatever you got to do or guess. Personally, I always go and I just drill my first hole, hang that, and then once it's up on the wall, you can adjust it until it's level. Of course, all my good tools are at work, so we're just going to do this with the cheapest Ryobi drill I had laying around. Now it's pretty obvious I hit a stud. because it's fighting me pretty good. I'm also using just some deck screws. I prefer to have something with a Torx bit head because they're a lot easier and they don't fight you nearly as much. And you know what? I'm going to go find something with a Torx bit. So give me just 1 minute. Alright guys, we're going to give this another shot. I've got some construction screws this time with some Torx bits. They tend to bite and hold a lot better and not try to strip out as much. Oh, and just like that, it did what it was supposed to. So, line it up. If you got a half a clue as to what you think is a level, which I am pretty good eyeballing this because I do it for a living. I'm just going to sink my other screw. And just like that, the mount's on the wall. Hey, speaking of Austin, guess who decided to just roll on through? Come on in, Austin. So guys, this is my boy AJP. You'll see him a lot on this channel. This was actually his room that I cleared out. So I'm going to see what's up with him real quick. Probably readjust that mount because it doesn't look as level to me now that it's on the wall. And now that he's here, hell, he can help me hang the CV. Alright guys, just a little pro tip here. These are almost always M6. If they're a little bit larger TV, they'll be M8. And if they're smaller, they'll be M4. But typically, they're always going to be M6 1.00 pitch bolts or screws. You would think like most modern television companies might be doing this, but I have not experienced it. These screws that hold the actual base on, for some reason, are never the same size, at least in my personal experience. So I always go out and I just grab some screws first. I took a shot in the dark based on what it looked like. I knew it would be metric because it's a Toshiba television, and sure enough, they're M6 screws. So we're gonna pop this base off and get it hung up on the mount. Alrighty guys, we got the TV mounted. I went and bought an HDMI cord. I'm gonna get my laptop set up in here, figure out what's going on, and give you guys a final walkthrough when I'm done. Alrighty guys, I am mostly set up for the day. Got as much done as I could. I said I'd give you a quick run through. Well, there's the dog. That bag's full of all my disc golf stuff. A bunch of fishing, ammo cans. Got my bow set up. This is the bow I actually hunt with. That's my Ben Pearson. That was the bow I learned to shoot with. Got some bang bang items in the corner that we won't talk too much about because YouTube isn't too friendly about it. The lady will be very happy that I finally got the giant Rough Country banner out of my living room, as well as I'm downloading some editing software onto this laptop because I've been using my phone and it's been a pain in the butt. So, this channel, I'm really trying to make this take off. Not for anything more than really just to show what people do. Like, you don't have to have 200 acres to be able to have fun and live outdoors and just appreciate nature and kind of get closer to it. So, there's going to be fishing, there's going to be hunting, there's going to be scouting, there'll be bike riding, there'll be swimming, there'll be tubing, kayaking. Anything that makes you get a little bit closer to nature and the outdoors and the things that I love and my friends love, that's what this channel is going to be all about. If you want to see more, please like, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys can do to help populate this channel a little bit. I'm feeling better today. I'm going to go to work tomorrow. And then this weekend, I'm hopefully going to film some fishing videos and maybe even some scouting videos. So, this is Raw Outdoors.